So we just got back from France and the UK, and I want to say that we've been eating chocolate croissants. I need to relax when I say that because a lot of people have given me shit for that. I've been eating pain au chocolat or chocolatines. I don't know. I've been eating croissants.
What?
For 15 days straight. And I swear for the past 15 days, I have not had a single ounce of protein, which is unheard of. So needless to say, I'm in need of a full meal reset. I need to get back onto my meal prepping grind. Hate saying that word, but I couldn't think of anything else in the moment. Meal prepping helps me a ton throughout the week because it not only helps save time, save energy, but also it gives me no excuse to eat poorly. We're gonna head to the grocery store right now. We're gonna grab a bunch of things that we need. We're gonna meal prep some snacks and some meals, and I'll show you exactly how I go about doing that. And I promise it's worth it in the end. So let's go grocery shopping. Okay, so we just got to Costco and we're gonna grab some of the essentials. Oh my gosh, my hair looks, it's raining outside, so it's very humid and frizzy right now. But we're gonna, we persist anyway, so don't mind about my hair. Now, the problem with Costco is I get very overstimulated, and I think it's my least favorite place, which might be wild to say because a lot of people love Costco. But we're gonna try to roll out and let's get it done. Now, this is the part of Costco that gets me. This is what gets me here. Michael, we definitely can't have sweet treats, right?
What?
No sweet treats, right?
No.
No, it's okay. Let's just walk past it and roll out. Now, we stocked up on meat recently, so I don't need chicken breasts or chicken thighs, but we do always run out of ground beef pretty quickly because it comes in small packs. So we're gonna... Why does it turn around? Oh. So we get this kind. It comes in a 3-pack of ground beef, and then we just like separate it into 4s and put it in the freezer. Just so you guys know, this is also the chicken thighs and chicken breasts that I get, and chicken breasts. Now, it's quite often that I'll walk over and see Michael looking at some Parmigiano Reggiano.
What do you need from blueberries and cheese?
Michael has been on his boy dinners lately, which literally consists of ground beef, some sort of fruit, and Parmesan. I hate Parmesan, but when in doubt, if you lose Michael, you'll find him at the Parmigiano Reggiano.
This bag of oats, it spawned in this peanut butter section, so I grabbed it.
Okay, nice.
I don't know where they are otherwise.
We get a huge bag of oats because I feel like it just makes sense price-wise versus getting it somewhere else, and it's like $20 for a bag. Okay, so we just got back from the grocery store, and I am going to take you through a full grocery haul. I think this is the biggest grocery haul I've ever done to date. We went to this grocery store called Concord, and I think it's only like a Toronto-based grocery store. It's fire. It's more of the organic, fresh produce, so I like going there specifically for like fruits and veggies and any sort of dairy products. So we got some kale. I freaking love kale, dude. Michael's definitely gonna have to wash this because bugs and me, absolutely not. And I feel like bugs really cling on to kale. I hate that. Romaine lettuce, my elongated red peppers. Got an avocado, also the limes. Blackberries, they were on sale. Got some milk, got some frozen blueberries. Not a fan personally, but Michael loves them. Oh, I had a very organized system for this grocery haul, and then Michael's just started putting stuff on the counter. Ah, there's a bug in there. Ew, yeah, ew, yeah. It's so tiny, but I don't like it. Do you guys see that? This is why I can't be cutting up vegetables on my own. I'm keeping my eye on you, little guy. Carrots. I love roasted carrots. We got some apples. What are these? Oh, these are galas. Nice. I love my gala apples. Did you get apples for yourselves? No apples. What do you got? Peaches. Nice. Little peaches. Plain Greek yogurt. We also got skyr, banana flavored. Since they didn't have plain skyr, we got flavored ones, and then we also got cappuccino, which is very strange, but I'm excited to try that out.
Yeah, me too.
You are too, yeah. And then my favorite, these are these little tiny potatoes that I kind of experimented a little while ago. I couldn't find the regular potatoes, so I was like, I'll just try these guys. Fantastic potatoes. I don't think I've ever tried really good potatoes unlike these. These are so good. This is our Costco, from our Costco run. We got some rolled oats for the granola. We got jam, hazelnuts for the homemade Nutella that hopefully we'll be making. Michael's cheese, his Parmigiano Reggiano, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, broccolini, because if you are a fan of this channel, you know I hate broccoli, but broccolini and I get along. Some lemons, and then bananas. I don't think you knew I got this.
I did see them in the cart, actually. Yeah, very green. Okay, we went kind of buck wild.
We went nuts. It is granola time, which I am so excited for. It is Saturday and I'm separating my meal preps into 2 different days. We'll do Saturday snack meal prep and then Sunday is the full meal prep with all my meals and stuff. And I'm super excited. I didn't explain the reason why I have to separate the two. It's because I think mentally I'll get so impatient with myself, you know, especially since I'm filming it. So I just, for my sanity, I want to separate the 2 days. I'm excited though. I have not made granola since probably 2020. I think I've already said this. How many times have I said that? Probably 5 million times, but I'm excited. I'm also gonna say excited 5 million times in this video. Let me search up a recipe real quick. Granola recipe. All right, we've got the oven preheating at 350. I think I'm gonna put all of this into a bowl. All right, we're doing 4 cups of rolled oats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.5 cup raw nuts and or seeds. I used 1 cup pecans and ½ cup pepitas. What is a pepita? So I'm gonna just like guesstimate stuff. I'm just gonna do what my heart desires. Probably ½ cup of every nut. So ½ cup chopped walnuts, ½ cup chopped pecans. I'm so excited, dude. ½ cup of pumpkin seeds. So far. Chopped if large, I use dried cranberries. They are quite large. Am I gonna chop them? No, absolutely not. What was that? What accent was that? This is when I need Michael to be here because I can't open things with my freaking nails, dude. We got it. I'm gonna do ½ cup of dried fruit, which is cranberries, and they're quite large. Is that gonna ruin this, that they're large? No, I think that'll be fire. I don't think that's enough dried fruit. Okay, I'm just gonna do a whole cup of dried fruit. I might be going rogue here. Oh, and I got almonds. And you don't even ask for almonds? I might be messing with this recipe so bad to the point where my granola just might not be great. But I don't think you can go wrong with granola. So I'm just gonna handful some almonds in there. I should chop them up, but I don't wanna. I feel so crazy this video. I apologize. All right, some cinnamon in here. And I never measure cinnamon. I just go with what my heart desires, which is usually a lot. Or olive oil. Olive oil is a hard take. Let's do coconut oil. Does it have to be melted? It has to be melted. Does ½ cup melted coconut oil mean ½ cup solid coconut oil turned into, like, what is the ½ cup coconut oil? Is it ½ cup hard coconut oil and then converted into, I am so lost. I think I just might do the olive oil, but I feel like olive oil is gonna have an olivey taste. I might be ruining it here. What do I do? I'm really bad at making decisions and I have no one to consult with. Should I call Michael? If he doesn't answer, I don't know what to do.
Your call.
Okay, I might just do the coconut oil. And yeah, we'll do it. I mean, might as well when you got this huge tub of coconut oil. This feels, I don't like the texture of coconut oil. Just feels wrong. Okay, and I also don't like the smell. Now I'm starting to convince myself that I shouldn't be putting coconut oil in it because maybe I just am not a fan of coconut oil that much. Let's melt that. Melt butter. Just gotta keep an eye on it. ½ cup maple syrup. I feel like I should put a little tiny more because I did put a lot more stuff in here. So I'll put like 1.25 cups. Vanilla extract, let's guesstimate. That's good. Ooh, I love the smell of vanilla. When coconut oil, it looks like water, but it's not, you know? Ooh, I don't like that. And then some salt. I'm just gonna estimate. I think it says a teaspoon. Definitely more than a teaspoon, but I also like the sweet and salty, so it'll be okay. You can't go wrong with this, you know? Dude, this looks so good already. I'm excited. I feel like there's more oats than stuff, you know? Oats, I feel, is just a filler. I feel like I should put more, let me put raisins. I wanna say like 2 or 3 handfuls of raisins. This looks fire, so I'm gonna taste test because every part of me is telling me to try it out. Even though I don't think you're supposed to eat oats raw. The coconut oil was such a good decision. Oh my gosh, that's fire. Definitely do coconut oil if you're trying this out. All right, we're gonna put this on a pan. Hopefully it fits. I maybe shouldn't have put this all in one pan. It's not gonna crisp up well. Oh, the reason why I love granola so much is because it reminds me of the fall season. And ever since we came back from France, it has just been everyone ramping up for fall. And I feel like I missed the memo because I came back expecting everyone to still be in summer mode. But then all my For You page was just like apple pies, apple crumbles, fall seasonal soups, like what? Bake until lightly golden, about 21 to 24 minutes, stirring halfway. So let's put on a timer for like 12 minutes and then I'll stir it around and then put it back in for another 12. But I think it'll need more time than 21 because it's quite a thick layer. We'll see how it goes. Good to go. Granola is done. That I'll be adding to my yogurt bowls every single day, so that'll be a perfect addition. Next, we are gonna do some protein balls. So let me just clean up here and then we'll start making them. Okay, while I was getting ready, my timer went off to check the granola. So guys, I don't know if you can see me. This looks fantastic. It also smells like an apple pie in here. Oh my gosh, I wish you can smell it. Why did I do that? I burned every part of my mouth. I'm probably gonna end up baking this thing for well over half an hour. So I'm gonna put it in for another 20. I put it in for 12 and now I'm gonna put it in for 20 because I feel like it needs way more time than this. It looks like it's going well. Next up, we're gonna make my favorite protein ball recipe to date, and it's also Michael's favorite, and Michael is on his way back from camping, so I wanna make it before he gets here because I think it would be a really fun surprise. He doesn't know I'm making them. It is so simple. If you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender. That works perfectly fine too. We got the rolled oats again. Gonna do a cup. Half a cup of raisins. My half a cup is currently drying, so I'm just gonna do 2 quarter cups. 1, 2. A quarter cup of almond butter, right? But oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, now this is the worst part. I hate stirring it. All right. Part of this. Oh my gosh. I always wonder, my almond butter never looks like this and it doesn't separate like this. So I wonder, do they put something else in here that I'm unaware of? The ingredients literally just says dry roasted almonds. So what are you guys doing to make your almond butter so liquidy? All right, we got our almond butter all turned up. This liquidy sensation texture will help a ton with the mixture. My oven is making a very peculiar sound. Are you good? UK? When we were in the UK, all the British people are like, UK. I don't know how to respond to that. Like my old manager, she was British and I had no idea. I was like, good, how are you? They'd be like, UK. I'd be like, good, how are you? Is that awkward? Like, do you laugh at that? I don't know. I did it anyways. You don't have to do this if you're not a fan of protein powder, but if you're gonna, definitely use the dark chocolate Transparent Labs one, or any chocolate flavored, because I think it goes so well with the raisins, almond butter. The chocolate flavors are just, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Is the best combo. I don't know. Okay. 2 scoops of protein powder. Now my recipe says 2 teaspoons of chia seeds and 1 teaspoon flax seeds. I'm just gonna guesstimate. So that seems about right on the flax seeds. Then we got chia seeds. I don't have a clean utensil, so I'm really just gonna use the measuring spoon. 2 teaspoons of chia seeds. Chia seeds go everywhere, dude. Gonna put a little bit of salt. 1, 2, 3. And cinnamon. I don't usually add cinnamon into the recipe, but I feel like it could be a good combo and it's out currently, so. Now this has been the game changer. I used to add the chocolate chips after blending, but guys, blend the chocolate chips a part of everything else. So good, because then you get like a little chunks of chocolate, and the big chocolate chips, they always fall out whenever you're eating them, so this helps just incorporate it a bunch more. I'm just gonna put the rest. How many chocolate chips does it ask for though? 2 handfuls, that's about 2 handfuls. I didn't put a timer on for this granola, I totally forgot. Let me put a timer for 15. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gotta put milk, but let's just blend it and see what happens. I don't like when this goes live, but I'm gonna make it work. Dough. Okay, definitely gotta add some milk. So I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 splashes. You don't want to overdo it because then it's going to be like so gooey that it's just going to fall and won't hold shape. So you just want to put just enough for everything to stick together. Okay. I'm trying to figure out why you look different. Am I missing something? What do they look like? I feel like they looked different. I might be totally tripping out though. No, they're the same. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, everything looks pretty good. It's a little too crumbly. You see how it just fell? I'm gonna add some more milk and then hopefully it's good. That should be good. Let's relax. Oh no, maybe I put a little bit too much. Okay. Actually, I might have put the perfect amount. All right, now for this next step, definitely wash your hands because you're gonna be handling these protein balls, which sounds so crazy. I apologize, I didn't even think about that, how it sounded before when it left my mouth. I think I might have messed them up a little bit because I put too much milk, so put a little less than me. All right, it's fine. It'll be good. So you're just gonna get like a tablespoon of the dough and then make it like this size. And just place it on the plate. And you're gonna do that until you use up all the dough. Then I refrigerate it for like an hour. You don't even need to, you can just eat it right then and there, especially if you're impatient and you want a snack, just go ahead. But if you want it to have a little bit more of a cooled set texture, then definitely refrigerate it for like about an hour. Oh shoot, I gotta check the granola. It's been in there for a while. Okay, I feel like I smell it a little burning. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, it's one of those things where I feel like when it cools, it'll get harder. Those cranberries look like they're struggling a little. Okay, so it's good texture. I still feel like it needs some time. It's definitely because I layered it too much. I should have separated it into 2 pans. Let me just let them cool and we will reassess in a bit. I really hope these are just as good as I remember. It's fire, it's just a little too soft because I added too much milk. But I'm not complaining because they're more like fudgy, if anything. I don't mind it. We'll put this in the fridge. Now I don't know what to do with you. It says, the granola will further crisp up as it cools. Now I fear that it's gonna be a rock because I put it in there for maybe like 40 minutes. Do you see that clump? That is what we're aiming for this granola, but I only see 1 clump. Maybe I should stop touching it so much and let it just do its thing. I think it'll be fine. I'm just gonna let it fully cool and then reassess. Snack prep was a success. All right, I really wanted to try it. I was too lazy to turn it on the camera, but I did it anyways because I needed to have a first genuine reaction. I fear that Catherine was right. It does very much crisp up after it cools. So it might be a little bit too crispy, but I'm kind of with it, you know? It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna try that piece because that looks fire. Maybe I should just like not be touching it so much because maybe they'll cool as clumps. So we're gonna do a live taste test with you guys and see how it goes. But this looks fantastic. That's fire. I would definitely have separated it into 2 pans. I think the amount of time that I put it in was kind of perfect because it was such a big heaping full. I was just too lazy to put it into 2 separate pans, but you should definitely do that if you make this much granola, because then I think the 20-minute mark would be perfect. Definitely check on it halfway through, but this is fire, guys.
24 hours later.
So I just finished prepping, for the most part, the sides of the dishes that I'm gonna be doing for the week. I still gotta prep all the chicken, which I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. But before we do that, let me just show you everything I've prepped so far. I chopped up and washed some romaine lettuce. We got cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, Kalamata olives, which I washed, and then it's still hot because I literally just took it off the stove. I made some cauliflower rice, which I did in a couple videos back, so I will link that somewhere here. It's a super easy and simple recipe and is so good if you're trying to lessen up on calories or if you're just trying to find a substitute for your typical rice or something like that. Perfect substitution. So I got my cauliflower rice. I chopped up some potatoes, which I'm gonna season with you guys right now and then pop in the oven, which is currently preheated for 400 degrees Fahrenheit. 5 minutes before I pressed play, I was crashing out. I literally went on the floor and just like spread out and started doing like snow angels, you know? This eyelash, if it does not stop bugging me. Let's season this very quickly so I can put it in the oven because I will need this tray for later on. Typical seasoning, you know the drill. It's just gonna be some extra virgin olive oil, paprika, which I'm trying not to put too much because I barely have any and this is the last bit of my paprika. Got some garlic powder, oregano, cinnamon, which if you guys think that's weird, I promise it's not. It's the perfect addition to my potatoes and I add it every single time, especially to sweet potatoes, which honestly I'm kind of shook that I didn't get sweet potatoes this time. I love my sweet potatoes, they're fire. Some salt. And then we're just gonna mix it all together. Okay, perfect. If your potatoes are not evenly coated, just add a little bit more seasoning. They should be heavily coated because I feel like it'll just bring out the natural taste of the potatoes more. Did that sentence make sense? I don't know. Let's put this into the oven. We're gonna do it for like 20 to 25 minutes until they are soft on the inside and kind of crispy on the edges. But yeah, that'll just depend on the size of your potatoes. Just make sure that you poke it with a fork or a toothpick or something like that, just so you don't have any like crunchy, hard potatoes, because that's the absolute worst. Okay. Ooh. Plop it in there. Set a timer because I will most definitely forget about them. 25. Let's do 20 minutes and we'll check on them and probably turn them around. I need to pluck out this eyelash. It's bugging me. We're all good. Also, I didn't update you guys. The granola turned out fantastic. It is phenomenal. I fear the next step is to take out the chicken, which I don't want to do, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Plan over mood applies to more than just the gym. I feel like I should do the chicken thighs first. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what we're gonna be making. How I prep is I always cook the protein separate from the sides. I don't really dish them until the day of. So I just like preparing the protein because that's the most tedious task and I would rather save up on that time and doing that throughout the week. So I cook all my protein, which this time around it's gonna be chicken thighs and ground chicken, which I'm gonna make into chicken meatballs, which are fantastic. So I'm excited about those. And then the sides are gonna be like the cauliflower rice, the potatoes, the lettuce. The goal for this week is probably to make just protein separate. The sides might change up every day, but for the most part, I think I'm gonna do like a Mediterranean style chicken meatball bowl, which is basically just like lettuce, cherry tomatoes, olives, cucumbers, I got feta, I got the hummus, and then I'm gonna add the chicken meatballs that we make. And then for the other dish, we're gonna do chicken thighs with either the cauliflower rice or the potatoes, or I feel like I made something else. The kale that I have in the fridge, anything sort of mixing around. But the most important part is probably the protein. We're gonna do the same type of seasoning minus the cinnamon. So we're gonna do paprika, oregano, garlic powder, that was a lot, and salt. And these are going in the air fryer, so I'm gonna lightly drizzle a bit of extra virgin olive oil just so they don't burn completely. If they were going in the oven, I wouldn't even bother because chicken thighs naturally have their own fats and oils, so I don't feel like the extra virgin olive is necessary unless it's getting fried and could burn in the air fryer. Thank goodness for freaking gloves because There's no way. My days of touching raw chicken are over. Ever since I realized that I could just cover my hands with some gloves and get the job done, my life's been changed. All right, we are all good to go. Just make sure that your chicken is completely covered. If it's not, add a little more seasoning. You just don't wanna have any bland tasting chicken. I'm gonna put all of these in the air fryer. I'm gonna pop it in the air fryer, just don't mind the air fryer sound during this. Okay, 390 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. I'm gonna stop it at 18 because I don't want it to, no, I'm gonna stop it at 16. I don't want it to burn. Chicken thighs always burn on me, so let's do 16 and then we'll check on it. All right, don't mind the air fryer, but we're moving on to our chicken meatballs, which I'm super excited about because it just reminds me of childhood. I feel like my mom used to make this all the time. What we have here is a pound of lean ground chicken. That's what I meant. We're gonna add 2 eggs, 1, 2. Then we need a 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of Parmesan. Then it says a cup of breadcrumbs. Then our usual seasonings. I'm just gonna put probably the rest of this paprika in. Garlic powder. I'm really just guesstimating at this point. Oregano. Salt. Now I have some red onion. I didn't put this in last time, but I chopped it up randomly because I thought that I would use it in one of these recipes, and then I realized I didn't need it, so I chopped it up for no reason. So I'm just gonna add that in. So about like 1/4 of a red onion, and then 1 garlic clove. Get our trusty mitts. Now let's mix it all together. All right, I feel like that's fine. I'm gonna leave these gloves here for now. I gotta check on my potatoes. Ooh, they look good, okay. Perfect timing, chicken. You guys see that? Beautiful. Oh, one didn't pass the poke test, so you're going back in for another 5 minutes. I don't let any of you guys slide around here. You know you're going crazy when you're talking to potatoes, right? Like, I think this is a sign to me to get some help. Let's check on our chicken. There's too much clutter around here, and I can't even process. Ooh, the chicken looks good. The chicken looks good. I might have to flip them, because you know when they're a little deceiving on that side of things, where it's like, it appears that it's all good and crispy, but then the other side is just like wet. Let's flip ya. Yep, I told you, the other side is wet, so time to cook you on the other side. It's also not fully cooked. I fear it's because I've put so many chicken thighs. I also didn't tell you how many chicken thighs I used. The reason why I'm using so many, we got 8 in here, is because I'm also doing it for Michael, so I can't just, you know, cook the chicken for myself. So we're doubling the recipe, but all the recipes that I'm including in this are just gonna be for 1 serving, so you don't have to worry about making too much. Okay, back in the air fryer you go for another probably 7 minutes. I'm gonna put these gloves back on. Ew. So now what we're gonna do is gonna make our chicken balls. So we're just gonna roll them into like teaspoon sizes, I would say. I like making them super small, like that. I don't know if this is gonna be disgusting to show you straight up, but that size. We're gonna do that until all of it is ready. It's gonna be a long time, so I'll see you soon. Okay, I took a break and had a yogurt bowl with the granola, and it was fire. I finished making the chicken meatballs, and honestly, they kept getting bigger and bigger the more that I was making them. And yeah, so now they're just, I guess, tablespoon sized chicken meatballs. And because they are quite larger than expected, I'm gonna crust the exteriors on the stovetop, but then place them in the oven to cook all the way through. Let's move over to the stovetop. Oh, also, finish the potatoes. The potatoes finished cooking. The chicken thighs are also finished, and they're pretty good, actually. So in total, I did 390 degrees Fahrenheit for 16 minutes, I believe, and then flipped them, then did 7 minutes more. And now they are perfect. This whole setup is hurting my brain a little bit. I'm gonna keep the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit so then I can put them right in. I fear that my parchment paper might be my pan might be too small. I'm losing my brain a little bit. Hold on, let's move the cameras around. I feel like the best bet is leaving you guys there and the other camera here. All right, I'm gonna put the stove on medium high. I should probably change shirts because I don't want this to be splashed with oil. Okay, we're back. And I got a bib. How am I gonna place the mic on this? I don't know. All right, that'll work. I like putting a thin layer of oil onto the stove top, and that way we can just really crust the edges. Have everything ready because once these guys start going, they start going. So I have my parchment paper here onto my baking sheet. And once they're crusted on the outside, just gonna place them directly onto here. Then they're going straight into the oven. All right, let's start adding. Michael's eating my cauliflower rice. I couldn't really talk during that, but basically the step is put it onto the hot oil, wait for it to really crisp up for about like a minute or so, and then just push it over and roll it over with a fork or something. I was using my spatula, which was not the greatest technique because then it was just squishing the meatball together. So some of these are gonna be deformed, but it is what it is. Okay, this is a very high stress situation, so I'm just gonna cut the clip, but you get the gist. I'll see you when they're all cooked and crisped. Meatballs have been completed. I'm sweating now. We're gonna pop these guys into the oven, probably for like 5 to 7 minutes. And I'm gonna clean up in the meantime. And then by the time I clean up, these will be done. So I'll see you afterwards. Let's put these guys in. Put a timer on. Let's say 7 minutes. Okay, time to clean up. Whoever says that meal prepping is easy, who does your dishes? Anyways, we are completed. We are done, everything. We got our chicken meatballs, which actually look fantastic. I tried half of one, fantastic. Roasted potatoes, chicken thighs, sliced cucumbers, olives, cauliflower rice, lettuce, and cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna wait for these to cool down and then I'll refrigerate everything. But for the most part, this is how I keep my meal prep. Unless I'm trying to show you guys how I would assemble it, this is usually what it looks like. We're done for the meal prep. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on all social media platforms. But until the next video, love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.